There have been cases where some people fake being shot to mask their crime, so I can understand if they're questioning it. He has a hole in his head. He has a hole in his head. Man shot in the head, begs for help. Cops don't believe him.
What's the address of your emergency?
Yeah, I have my friend here. He got shot.
Where is he bleeding from?
His head, his face. It looks like he got shot in the back of the head and in the face.
That's a typical Tuesday night. I knew this night was cursed. Did they tell you where he got shot through?
Yeah.
Right nostril came out back here. Walked 2 miles. Like,
the is lying. I don't know why. I would charge him now with this.
What?
When a 911 call reports an alleged shooting in Holly Hill, Florida, police officers are not prepared for the bizarre case that awaits them. In a desperate attempt to seek help, the victim reportedly walked over a mile to his friend's place after being shot in the head. While this astonishing feat leaves the Holly Hill Police Department facing myriad questions and confusion, they must also race against time to catch the suspect before he can escape. The suspect in question and all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. On a chilly night on January 17, 2024, officers are dispatched to a house at Harder Drive after receiving a 911 call from a panicked man about his friend being shot.
911, what's the address of your emergency?
Yeah, I have my friend here. He got shot. Yeah, he just woke me up. I was sound asleep, and he just knocked on my door, and yeah, someone shot him, yeah.
Where's the person at?
Yeah, my buddy just woke me up. He's got a bullet in his head. Need a little bit of help. What? Dude, how? So many questions.
I don't know. He just came knocking on my door, man. Can you get an ambulance here?
Yeah, I'm going. Where is he bleeding from?
His head, his face. It looks like he got shot in the back of the head and in the face.
Are you able to get a clean, dry cloth and apply pressure to the areas he's bleeding from?
Yeah, and he's kind of bleeding all over. So, and whoa.
You can't give him something or help him hold something on the bleeding to try to get under control?
Yeah. Just get an ambulance here, please.
Yeah, they're coming. They're on the way. These questions are slowing them down, okay?
Okay. Oh my God. He's got his shirt over his face and everything.
Okay.
As the friend continues to share more horrifying details, he reveals something that even leaves the dispatch operator baffled on the other line.
But he knows the guy that shot him, so.
How? Huh?
He knows the guy that shot him.
Okay.
That's what he said. So I don't know the guy's name. When the cops come, they can give him the.
Can you ask
him? Ambulance. What's the guy's name? Chris Hastings.
Okay.
By getting the shooter's name, the police already have a key to the case, something that they usually have to scramble to obtain. However, their immediate priority is to rescue the victim before time runs out.
New dispatch message. Call type. Person shot. Harder Drive.
As the officers rush to the location, expecting the worst, they are met with the most unbelievable sight.
You want to come out here? Yeah. Is anybody else here?
My old lady.
Your old lady? Okay. You got a phone?
Guy shot me.
Dude, that is so wild. Like he's walking it off like it's a headache. Like he just got hit in the head. Bro's got a bullet in his head and he's just going, ooh. Man, this sucks. Like wow.
Right.
I don't know, my shoulder, my head, my face.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and have a seat for me? Can we pull a chair out?
Jesus.
Can you pull a chair out for me?
all the way from Clovis.
do you know who it was?
Give it time, he's gonna drop. Dude, he walked a mile and he's still going. I don't know.
Chris Hastings.
How do you know Chris?
Have a seat.
Miraculously, the 44-year-old victim has not only managed to somehow survive the savage attack, but he's conscious enough to share more astounding details from the incident despite his indescribable pain.
We're still trying to figure it out. He was getting it.
So this happened just now?
Yeah.
How did you get down here? You walked from Florida?
According to the victim's account,
I remember a CSI episode about a victim shot in the head in bed, but got up and walked to the kitchen to make coffee before dying. Ugh. That's creepy.
The shooter is 33-year-old Christopher Hastings, a resident of Ormond Beach. Police records further state that Hastings...
Is this going to be a situation where Chris Hastings is going to be like, what are you talking about? I never touched the guy. And then the cops are going to be like, oh, he's lying. Why is he lying about getting shot in the head then? Is that what this is going to be? Is they're just going to believe this guy?
Hastings has a history of being arrested for domestic battery and the possession of substances in the past. As the night unfolds, police will soon uncover the truth behind Hastings allegedly shooting someone. But just as the officers are listening to the horrific account of the victim, one of them makes a stark observation that completely changes the trajectory of the case.
I don't think it's a.
It's not.
No, you weren't shot, but
No.
I don't think.
You're telling the man who got shot that he wasn't shot. I don't think, I mean, anything's possible. If he heard a gunshot and now is bleeding from his head, what the fuck else is it gonna be? Like, why would you even call him a liar in the first place? Like, how would you mistake, like, say for example, getting a hit in the head with a piece of wood or a bat? How would you mistake that for a fucking gun?
I mean, anything's
It was
possible.
like a stun gun. It was like a big. Oh my god! It hurt.
Looks like something in here because it's kind of stark like that.
Yeah, we'll have to let them do it.
As the night progresses, officers will find out that they have been wrong in their observations.
Wow.
Where does Chris Hastings live at?
I don't know. He stays with the guy named.
So they're gonna slow down. I guarantee they're gonna slow down his the help for him because they don't think it's a gunshot. I feel like that's what's gonna happen here.
Alex Flovich. Yeah.
So were you at his house, or where did this happen? I mean, were you in the yard, or did it happen while you were walking down the street?
Yeah,
Just walking in.
bike.
Is that what he said?
What?
Chris Hastings, yes. That's our
My
suspect.
bike.
Yeah, they're trying to confirm it. 21 Central, that's confirmed. That's what he's saying. It was
Was he driving a car or anything?
No, it was on the street.
Was he on a bike? Was he walking?
It was on the street. Just standing on the street.
Okay. You sure it was Flomish and not Cali Grande?
No, it was Flovich.
Okay.
On foot?
Dude, that's crazy that he could like remember all these details while having a bullet in his head. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
you want to go up there and... He says, on Flomish.
As the victim continues to share more information, the police finally find out the motive behind the alleged shooting.
How do you know it was Flomish and almost Riverside?
I left the bar.
You left the
I
bar?
was at Rousey's.
So you was at Rousey's,
I
and
was
then
at
you were...
Rousey's. I left the bar. Oh my god. My girlfriend's car was there, and I yelled. I was like, what the f? You know, because my girlfriend was there.
Officers would eventually find out that the victim and Hastings got into an argument at a friend's place by Riverside that eventually led to Hastings allegedly shooting him, a detail that they're still struggling to confirm when medics arrive.
Yeah, keep saying that. I don't know.
21's going to be around.
Like, you're not a fucking medic. Like, what do you mean? I'm not sure if he's telling the truth. I mean, it looks like it, and I'm pretty sure the victim would know that he got shot because he would hear a loud gunshot. But I don't know, in my professional opinion as a cop who just graduated high school, and yeah, I'm gonna say that it's not a gunshot.
We're out there to try to find our victim's bike if we can have a deputy help him out. According to the victim, Chris is on foot. No vehicle involved. Do you have any clothing description of Chris?
It was dark. I just heard his voice. And I knew
Just dark clothing. Does that look like a shot?
Why are you all just like, why does it matter? Like, why does it matter to you guys if it is or isn't? Bro is in severe pain and has a wound on his head. Why are you all like, I'm not sure if it was a shot or not. Why are you siding with the dude who assaulted someone? That's what they're doing right now. They're basically siding with the dude who assaulted him.
Full 99 room area. You got that? 84
And it's all of them. It's what, like 3 or 4 cops that are all like, no, not a gunshot. No.
Despite collecting substantial information on the case, the question of the victim's cause of injury continues to dominate all conversation.
Why? Find the guy. Get the victim help. Why the fuck does it matter how he was injured? He was injured, so go find the dude.
Without further interruption, let's celebrate.
It's attempted murder if it was a gun or if it was something else. Lumi the Gremlin, thank you so much for 6 months.
As the officer goes on to record an official statement from the friend, one of the other officers manages to locate Chris Hastings in their system's records and shares accurate details about his description.
14, he's a heavyset white male with a goatee, dark hair, kind of balding.
On the other hand, the officer who had left to look for the victim's bike has some news to share.
21 Central. I'm out with the bike at 108 Flumich. If I can get another car to block off the western side of Flumich a little bit. 10 on 2. I'm just gonna block off like 30 feet from each side of the bike and put up tape for now.
As both the officers begin to scour the area, they know that only solid evidence can prove the victim's bizarre story. It's incredible that despite having a gunshot wound to the head, the victim was able to give an accurate location of his bike.
So there's a shoe, there's his hat, all the blood's right there.
Was he shot in the head?
Yeah, like right here. And then a lead.
So he just said this guy he knows just walked up and shot him?
Yeah.
Are you serious? He said there's a couple units in front of him?
Yeah, it's 37 on them. I'm trying to find a casing.
As the officers struggle to locate the ever-evasive casing, one of their leads receives an update that changes the course of the case yet again.
Why? I don't know why they're so obsessed with whether or not it was a gunshot. Like, why does it fucking matter? That's what I don't get. Like, they're just so obsessed with that part. Yeah, exactly. What's bizarre about it? I guess it's bizarre that like someone would just walk up and shoot him, but like, gun violence happens all the time. It's America. That's literally the most common shit in our world is gun violence. Like, what do you mean?
10-4 Central, WC2. I copy, I'm aware. Thank you.
The police had managed to locate Christopher Hastings within 8 minutes of the initial report.
Hands on top of your face, do it now! If you do anything other than we tell you what to do, you will be shot. Do you understand?
Yeah.
There have been cases where some people fake being shot to mask their crimes, so I can understand if they're questioning it. He has a hole in his head. He has a hole in his head. It doesn't matter when there's a hole in someone's head. Does it? Does it though?
Got it.
Get out. One Charlie 34 Central.
Man, that's what it is.
Hastings is found only 2.2 miles away from the crime scene after driving past a license plate reader. However, he claimed to have an alibi and was heard saying, quote, "I just got back from Orlando not too long ago, maybe half an hour ago." The need to locate solid evidence against Hastings grows twofold, and the lead officer immediately coordinates with the team near the victim's bike.
Are you there with the bike? That's supposed to be the scene if we can hold that down.
I am. Yeah, we got both sides blocked off. I've been looking for a casing. I haven't seen nothing.
As the officers on the crime scene continue to clamor for any leads, a man approaches them, and what he has to share sends a chill down their spine.
Stay over there, please. What's up?
You're good. You're not in any kind of danger or anything like that.
I was actually considering calling you guys about maybe, 45 minutes ago. I live right here.
Did you hear something?
I heard voices.
Was it like a yelling?
Like a yelling, and then, believe it or not, I heard what could have been a shot.
Oh! Oh my gosh! What? You mean that the dude who has a bullet in his head is telling the truth? Oh my, what a twist! What, dude, this breaks the case wide open. What a twist! Who would have guessed?
Okay.
And something hit my house.
It hit your house?
Yes, but I mean, it's dark, so I'm not hearing
Just how many shots do you think you heard? Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Given the gravity of what the witness had just told them, the officer immediately informs others on the team about it.
Plumage is advising that they heard a gunshot and something hit their house about 45 minutes ago.
But despite the witness's account, one of the officers is still feeling perplexed about the incident.
Dude, are you kidding me? Still? It's not enough for you, huh? It's not enough. What? You have an eyewitness. You have someone who's fucking next to it and heard a gunshot. A bullet hit their house. I don't know. Something feels kind of off, man. Something's weird here. I don't know.
Cold. So that pretty much confirms that he was shot. It didn't really look like it because it's like right here.
Yeah.
You know how like the paper tears?
Yeah. That's
what it looked like. So it could have been like somebody whacked him with something. I mean, yeah. Nah, it's all hill. Come on. That's a typical Tuesday night. I knew this night was cursed. I had 3 reports in the first 2 hours. Ugh.
What this officer doesn't know yet is that one piece of evidence at the location of the arrest is about to lift this curse.
There it is.
Self-confirmed?
Looking like it.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, that's right.
I saw the knife handle.
And it had to be a small caliber because it went through and looked like it came out of his face. So it went in here and out here, right his nose. But he's talking. He's drunk.
That's the important parts.
Yeah, apparently. So I figured it had to be a small caliber.
Oh, an actual smart, sensible cop? Wait a second. Not questioning the hole through his head and actually believing it's a bullet? What?
Cool. Yeah, it's almost like police work happening here.
Having found the firearm used for the alleged shooting, the lead speaks with the officers at the crime scene immediately.
It's small caliber, revolver. We're not touching it though. Yeah, you're not gonna find one with a revolver. Any blood would be interesting though. He said it was right next to where his bike was. Maybe across the street from the bike.
The lead officer receives an update that crushes all of their doubts about the victim's injuries.
How does it not look like he got shot? How are they confused? There's no wound or anything. They literally said from the beginning that there was a hole in his head. But they still, just for some weird reason, don't want to think it's a gun. I don't understand why. We're in America, where gun violence is #1. How in the hell would you believe it not to be a gun? Would it be a little, did he get like a really small, like, needle and just stab him in the head? Like, what do you fucking think happened?
The back of his skull, and then his wife is here. I mean, we're not going to let her come back until she's out of for now, but it's going to be a little bit before the hospital.
Okay. There's a detective en route to you. So if you figure out what room you're in, if you let me know.
At the other location, just as the officers begin to secure the area, they're met with an unforeseen complication that threatens to contaminate the entire crime scene.
Trapped.
Ruh-roh.
Is that one hitting? No. It's not hitting it. No. I know. There's no hose turn-offs. There's no hose turn-offs. I'm just worried that this side's going to turn on next.
Anything on the side of the house with sprinklers?
No, I checked all the hose cables. I just don't want to damage the... Yeah.
As the officer continues to process the crime scene into evidence, more backup officers arrive to lend their assistance. With the pictures punched in for evidence, officers begin to seal all articles from the crime scene to be brought to the station for additional processing. At the location of the detainment, officers are now planning a strategy.
Don't most people that get shot in the head die instantly? Yeah, but he got lucky.
To break Hastings into a confession, but they don't know yet that Hastings is...
There's a lot of cases where people get head injuries and brain injuries and survive, you know? But yeah, if you get shot in the head a lot of times, you die. But I think it was because how low caliber it was such a small hole that it didn't, like, completely shut down his brain.
Is going to share news stories with them once he steps inside the interrogation room.
We're going to hold him. I'm going to stay with the car. I got 3 detectives coming. Apparently it was in the nose and out the back.
Oh, so it's entry through the nose.
Entry through? I thought it was the opposite.
So that's definitely execution.
Oh yeah, he shoots it like that, yeah.
Police find more than weapons in the suspect's car. According to the police report, they also find items they refer to as paraphernalia and, allegedly, a small baggie filled with a suspicious crystal-like substance.
Is it
as
blue?
valuable as these findings may be, they don't necessarily prove that Chris Hastings is guilty. And if police take what the suspect is telling them at face value, they've detained an innocent man.
Can you tell me what I did?
Jesse.
He's fully searched. This is just I'm done going through it.
We'll figure it out. I'll talk to my sergeant.
Yeah, because I'm sitting here like, I'm cooperating, obviously. I'm not dumb enough to resist you guys. I just want to know what I'm being arrested for.
No problem. Anybody read you your Miranda?
No, nothing.
Yeah, we'll do that. You're not arrested. You're just being detained.
As the suspect is driven to the police station, however, he determines that there isn't much difference between the two, and he makes it clear that he's not getting the treatment he deserves.
I don't know what's going on. Like, why am I being transported if I'm only being detained?
No, to the PD.
Yeah, I know, but why am I being transported anywhere if I'm only being detained? Stay right here with my vehicle. So you guys are giving me questions, I got no problem answering questions. Because right now it sounds like I'm being detained, it's like I'm being arrested.
I wonder why. Like him knowing exactly that he just attempted to murder someone, potentially did. I don't know if that guy's going to survive or not, but potentially murdered someone. He's like, what did I do? Like, Like, why are you guys arresting me? I didn't do anything. Like, I know I just got back from just shooting someone in the head, but like, what could it possibly be? Like, you guys got nothing on me.
What was that, sir?
Captain, Sergeant.
Yeah, you saw him earlier. He's gonna come on here.
Well, you should have been talking to me before a cuff got put on me. I'm being detained. I'm sitting here like I'm arrested. No rights read. No seatbelt put on for the drive.
Yes, sir. Apologize for that.
The suspect does a convincing impression of a man who's done nothing wrong, but Chris's story of what happened between him and the victim, Ernest, will shift before the night is through. After Chris has read his rights at the station, he shares being still unaware on the reason for his arrest.
Let me speak to the manager.
Who shot him in the face?
He got shot? Holy when?
Damn, how convincing, bro. What, dude? Paid actor. Damn. What? That is some good ass acting right there. Holy fuck. When did he get shot? Wow, he got shot. Oh, ooh, wow, it's crazy. Most convincing acting I've ever seen, dude.
Tonight.
Well, I got that part. When?
Wasn't too long after about 1:30, 2 o'clock.
Where?
Well, that's what I'm going to ask you, Chris, because this is where we're going to need to start getting really honest with each other, okay? Because you're here for a reason. It's not like we picked you at random, okay?
Yeah?
I mean, I'm trying to be straight with you. I'm not trying to surprise you with anything. I'm just trying to get down to what happened and possibly hear your side of the story.
So all I know is that me and him don't really talk all that much because he thinks I'm
He thinks you're with...
Yeah.
Okay. You said they've been dating for, what, on and off 3 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I've only talked to the guy 2-3 times. Other than that, he's been yelling threats at the house and whatnot that I'm a dead man.
Okay, so you're literally just like self-reporting right now. Like you're just giving yourself reasons to shoot him as time goes on.
Everything else.
Over at your house?
Yeah. Or over at Alex.
I usually skip this part. Cool. Go watch the video yourself then, loser.
House when I happen to be there.
Who's Alex?
A buddy of mine.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
We go over there and play video games.
Gotcha. Where does Alex live?
Flumage?
Although Chris tries mightily to make it sound like this incident happened at some distant moment in the past, the detective has more recent altercations on his mind.
What happened tonight at Alex's house?
Don't know. I haven't been there.
Are you sure?
I haven't been to town. I got back from Orlando and started doing Ubers again and whatnot, and all of a sudden I'm stopped.
All right.
He got shot in the face?
Chris, that gunny.
Dude, he is the Rat King.
Again and whatnot, and all of a sudden I'm stopped.
He's the Rat King.
He got shot in the face?
That's a face of a rat right there. With them teeth? Look at that shit.
Chris, that gun you got in the car matches exactly to what shot this dude. That's why I'm asking you about it. It might be an old piece of crap.
Yeah, I don't fire that gun. I don't fire any guns.
But that's the...
Next he's gonna say, I don't even have guns. They're not even, I don't believe in that.
gun that got him. Then it happened probably at Alex's house, because right there on Flomich.
Yeah, I don't know how, because that gun...
There's cameras all over that neighborhood, dude.
Okay.
A witness saw it. Ernest has already told us what's going on. Because it didn't kill him, and it didn't f him up that bad. Apparently, the bullet just kind of went around and out the skin.
That's cool as hell.
What? That's cool as hell? That's your response to that? Damn, bro, that's sick. Hell yeah, bro. That's awesome, dude. Fuck yeah. That's badass, bro.
Kill him, and it didn't f him up that bad. Apparently, the bullet just kind of went around and out the skin.
That's cool as hell.
Happens a lot, actually, especially with those smaller calibers.
Damn, whoever shot him's cool as fuck. Yeah, imagine him saying him that next. Like, yeah, damn, whoever shot him, he's probably handsome, cool as shit. Probably smart as hell, too. Man, I wish I could meet that guy.
Damn, she just kept threatening me.
So, yeah, I mean, I need to know specifics here. I mean, if he did something, I need to know, partner.
He was riding his bicycle outside and whatnot, constantly yelling profanities and everything else. And I go outside and I try to, like, go away, like, you're not allowed here.
For sure.
And he takes off, and he comes back like 20 minutes later.
What time did he first show up there?
I don't know. They literally just showed up to grab a quick bite to eat, and I was about to head back out the door again.
Gotcha. So you went for a walk?
Yeah, and all of a sudden he comes up behind me again and starts screaming, and I stop and I turn around, and he's charging straight at me. I jump off to the side, cool, whatever.
Yeah, the fact that people like him can even get guns is bonkers to me.
Turns around, he goes back to start doing it again.
Like, dude probably hasn't even graduated high school. You know what I mean? Like, and he can just walk in and grab a gun, you know? Well, I mean, I don't, that's an old ass gun, so it might not even be legal, but still, it's just like.
I was like, don't make me. And he goes around the block. I think, cool, he's finally gone. And then all of a sudden I hear pedaling behind me. I turn around and there he is right about to hit me.
Well, to be fair, if it wasn't legal, the cops probably would have mentioned that. It's probably a legal gun.
That's pop.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, what happened after?
I panicked. I went back to the house and I said, I accidentally shot him.
I accidentally pointed the gun at him and pulled the trigger. It was an accident.
You said that to who, Alex? Or?
Whoops.
Okay.
Police speak to the young woman the next day, and she confirms that this conversation took place, though she doesn't mention hearing the word accidentally. As oblivious as Chris claims to be about how things escalated that night, police find evidence on his phone that tells a different story. In a message to his friend roughly 4 months earlier, Chris says he's dating the beautiful girl at the center of this romantic dispute, but says that her ex is causing headaches. Chris goes on to say, quote, it'll be handled soon enough. Chris remains insistent that he's only now learning the shocking news that he shot Ernest. But that doesn't quite jive with what other witnesses heard. The young woman tells police that she could hear Ernest screaming after the gunshot, and of course, the neighbor had a similar story.
Did you hear what they were yelling about?
It wasn't really words, it was more like just screaming.
The facts of that night are beginning to line up, but there's one last subject to address, the matter of intent.
Were you trying to kill him?
No. I didn't even want to hit him. I just wanted to scare him. And I didn't even really know it was loaded until after it popped off. And that's when I panicked.
Yeah, when I cocked it and everything, you know, when I pulled the lever back to get it ready to shoot, I wasn't aware. I wasn't aware that it was going to shoot.
And I went back inside and I got my key.
Like, it's an old fucking revolver. Like, you need to prep that shit, bro. You need to get that thing cocked and ready to shoot. It's not like, you know, a regular gun.
Car just drove.
So when you pull the trigger, you're just expecting to hear like a click to scare him?
Yeah. I wasn't even planning on pulling the trigger. I was just hoping like the sight of it would be enough to deter him, like, go away. And when he startled me from behind, I just turned and... But he's gonna be all right, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm not a doctor, and I didn't actually go to the hospital to really see him. I just, seen pictures of him and stuff.
I don't know how to handle having. If he dies, I don't know how I'd handle having a death on my conscience.
Until the end, Chris sticks with his story that he never meant to hurt Ernest, much less kill him. However, this claim won't be enough to prevent Detective Barrett from officially putting him under arrest.
All right, Chris. So, like I said, you're going to be charged, okay? Given the circumstances and everything thus far, and just what the evidence is showing, at this time, it's going to be an attempted murder charge, okay? That doesn't mean that's what's going to fly down the road, but that's what's going to be booked into the jail, okay? Do you understand that?
Not even close to what was happening.
All right.
Not even close.
All right, man.
It was an accident.
Hastings has been squared away for the time being, but the investigation continues. An officer tries to speak with the victim at the hospital, but the overwhelming pain prevents Ernest from giving her a thorough interview.
Hey, I'm off to report with the Holly Hill Police Department. Can you run me through what happened?
Look, I know, like, it's your job to get information. Bro has a bullet hole through his head. Can you just wait? Like, could you just wait until, like, he's better, you know? Can you give him a second? Like, I know that you gotta do what you gotta do. It's your job. But damn, like, bro is laying on his deathbed basically right now. About to go into surgery for a bullet wound through his head. Look at this dude. He's like, are you serious? Looking at the cop like, are you fucking serious right now? This dude has a bullet hole through his head. What are you talking to him for?
I know you're in a lot of pain.
Dude, look at it. He even like rolled his eyes. He's like, are you kidding me? Dude.
You got him in custody, okay?
Oh, God. My girlfriend's car there. But ignored me. And yelled, and then he came out, and then I went around a walk, but I came back here, he was up the street, and he stopped me when I drove by him.
Why? When you rode by him?
Yeah.
Sorry, kind of hard. So your girlfriend's car was at a friend's house?
Dude, you're like in the way of these medics trying to, you know, do surgery on this guy, interviewing him. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. Like, look at all these people around trying to save this man's life. Can you give details of the situation of you getting shot in the head right now? Like, this is crazy.
Yeah, where he's been staying.
Where that guy's been staying. So you thought that they were hooking up or what? Did you say anything to her or him?
Meanwhile, the search for physical evidence continues. Chris tells police that he disposed of the spent casing in a nearby parking lot. Unfortunately, even with the help of surveillance footage, the cops can't locate it. They try again in the garbage cans on Flomich, a dirty job that leads
why do we even need to find the cartridge at this point? Like, there's plenty of evidence.
to frustration.
That looks like a cigarette butt, right? Whatever that is, whatever, I don't know. That cylindrical or anything?
Yeah. I don't see it, dude. I'm lying.
Okay, that's who they were talking about at the beginning of this video. They were talking about the dude who shot him.
Why? I would charge him now with this.
Despite Chris's insistence that the casing would either be found on Flomich or the parking lot, police are unable to locate it. But as challenging as this strange case has been for each one of them, the lasting impression left on the officers that night will likely be the victim's extraordinary resilience.
Yeah.
You got all the blood right there, and it trails down.
That's ridiculous. Like, bro went through all of that and was able to still be like, yeah, this is the guy who shot me. This is what he looks like. And even talk when he's on, like, through surgery. Like, that's crazy.
Where he kind of laid.
All evidence possible. Defense attorneys will use anything. Yeah, I guess it's true.
Rolled, and then he got up. He walked with one shoe, all
just
the way to
100% confirmed. Yeah, I know. I'm aware. I'm just like, you know, splitting hairs at this point.
Marina Grant. With a, did they tell you where he got shot through?
Yeah.
Right nostril came out back here.
Good night.
Walked 2 miles. I guess he's drunk as though, so that'll help.
Yeah, that's. So he was maybe.
So he was going this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think he was going home after fishing.
All right.
After a brief hospitalization, Ernest recovered enough to meet with police at the station 6 days later.
Let's
at
go,
that time,
Ernest!
He admitted to yelling at his girlfriend from the street on the night of the incident. He alleged that when he rode his bike past the house a second time, Chris Hastings emerged from the shadows and shot him in the face. As of today, Ernie has made a complete recovery following the incident.
Let's go, Ernest!
He's grateful for what he has.
Let's go!
And spends more time with his children. Christopher Hastings was...
Dude, that's crazy. He didn't even... They did not get, like, crazy brain damage or anything? Damn, he got off scot-free.
Charged with attempted second-degree murder, aggravated battery, tampering with evidence, and other unspecified crimes, and is being held at the Volusia County Branch Jail on no bond. Hastings pleaded not guilty and will face trial later this year.
Hell yeah, Ernie. Hell yeah.
Now it's time to walk away. I hope you enjoyed your stay. Did you laugh or cry or maybe subscribed? I'll thank you either way. You know I will miss you. I hope you return. Tell your friend or your mother to get me more views, please.